Good afternoon. This is Aubrey from Martin Family Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. And today I am joined by my friend Andrea Crawford at Fidelity National Home Warranty. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Aubrey, thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate you asking me to take part in this series that you're doing.
This is a really fun kind of educational series that we do, and it's really to help answer a lot of questions that the community seems to have about just different things that are real estate related. So I've asked Andrea to join us today because we actually offer home warranties as part of the first-time home buyers class that we teach. Everybody is eligible for that if they take the class, complete the class, and then sell a home or buy a home with us. So I thought it was a really good opportunity to talk to Andrea just a little bit about what a home warranty does, why it's different from homeowners insurance, and just some of the examples of how you can use it. So Andrea, first of all, can you give me an idea of why this is different from homeowners insurance?
First of all, home warranties cover the systems and appliances in your house, systems being electrical and plumbing, appliances, of course, being dishwasher, stove, dishwasher, I might have already said that, water, water heater, garbage disposal, all of those kinds of things. Homeowners insurance covers the actual property. So say if your hot water heater were to spring a leak and to flood the hallway and destroy the hardwood floors, the home warranty company would come in, replace the water heater, the actual appliance itself. You would turn in a claim to your homeowner's insurance to help with the cost of repairing the floors and whatnot. Home warranties do not cover anything structural. They don't cover anything due damage from weather or pest related stuff. Those would all be your homeowner's insurance claims.
And so the reason I love warranties is because when someone moves into a new home, there's a lot of unknowns. Even if the inspector has come in and they've said, look, the furnace looks fine, but it's 23 years old. So at some point it's at the end of its life. Well, this is why a warranty is wonderful, because if the furnace dies, your first 3 months of home ownership, then what it is just a call to Fidelity to say, hey, my furnace isn't working. Can you send someone out? So tell me a little bit about what that process looks like. Something like a furnace stops working. What happens next?
So your furnace isn't working, you're freezing cold, you're going to call in the 800 number to place a claim, or you could also have an online portal that you can use. You're going to pay a $75 service fee, and then Fidelity is going to dispatch that to one of their contractors, who in turn is going to call you, schedule an appointment, and come out. At that point, they're either going to repair the furnace or they're going to replace the furnace. So your home warranty can literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars, especially if it's a complete furnace replacement, or air conditioner replacement is the same. It's possible that there may be some slight out-of-pocket costs with furnace or air conditioner replacements, but they're going to be minimal compared to what it would cost to do the whole job on your own, out of your own budget.
Well, and you have to figure furnaces can be $4, $5, $6, $8,000 to replace them.
Yep.
And so if you have a system that is aging, but is working fine, so we can't really ask for that as a repair, warranties are a wonderful way to just feel some security in your first year of home ownership. And then I recommend, once that warranty is coming due, is to just keep renewing it, because overall home ownership can be expensive, repairs can be expensive, and for a $75 service call, as Andrea said, they can either repair it, and if they can't repair it, they will replace it. I have a friend who had a refrigerator that just died about 6 months into home ownership. And it was about a $2,000 refrigerator, and they could not fix it. It was an older fridge, and they just replaced it because we had the refrigerator part of the policy added on. What happens in the case, for example, if a dryer isn't working? And of course, dryers are not something that inspectors even look at during home inspections because it's considered personal property. Are things like washers and dryers covered as well?
Yeah, if they're on a contract, if they're on one of the warranty plans that include washer and dryer, then yes, they are covered. And to go back to what Aubrey was saying, your home warranty is really the most valuable tool you have to reduce the cost of owning your home. So when major appliances and systems break, it's going to be so expensive to replace them. The warranty will replace them literally for the $75 service fee. I personally, when I bought my house about 16 years ago, my realtor, just like Aubrey does, got me a home warranty that I have renewed literally for 16 years, long before this was my job. And I have replaced everything in my house, you guys, at least once, probably. I mean, I've probably gone through 2 or 3 dishwashers, washing machine, dryer, water heater, furnace, the whole shebang. So I can personally tell you, it saves thousands of dollars. I would not have had the money on my own to replace all those things. It would have been very difficult for me. So it's just a really valuable tool for reducing the cost of owning your home.
So if
Um,
you do put in a claim, so you said you replace like everything,
yeah,
I'm sure Fidelity loves you. So my question, so my question is, do your premium ever go up? Does your cost ever go up because of what you're replacing?
no, because my house was old. You know, it was a 1962 ranch that I think had 1975 appliances in it. So they were all bound to go at some point. And also keep in mind, so a dishwasher breaks, they're going to offer you a comparable model. So it has to have the same systems as the one that they're replacing. It does not have to be the same brand. At the same time, they're going to offer you a cash out amount in case you want a specific brand. Or like in my case, I always took the cash out so I could upgrade the appliance because I don't want that one replaced. I'm going to throw in my own money and get a bigger, better one.
Right.
And you send in the receipt, and now your new one is going to be covered by your home warranty, which
Right.
is valuable because you may have a manufacturer warranty on it for 1 or 2 years. However, the manufacturer warranty is only going to cover the parts. It's not going to cover the cost of labor to install the parts. So in that case, you would use your manufacturer warranty for the parts, and you would use your home warranty to cover the labor for installation of the parts.
Ah, and so that's very interesting. And I did not know that. And that's why I love these educational series because I actually learned something new as well. But I think the other piece of it where it is different from like homeowners insurance is that if you have things that break or need to be replaced, your next year's warranty is not any more expensive than it was that year because of the things that you've replaced, which is vastly different. For those of us who've ever filed a claim with homeowners insurance, your homeowners insurance goes up if you have issues. Same thing like with car insurance, right? So that's why a warranty is different from insurance. It's a completely different process. The other thing that I love is you have added on a bunch of new services in the last couple of years. You have Rekey. I know there's some other products as well. Can you talk a little bit about some of the other things that are not necessarily to repair, but just sort of the additions?
Of course, my favorite one that we now have is called Preseason HVAC tuneup. So twice a year, you call in the spring for your air conditioner. There are specific months that you need to call. You pay a $75 service fee, and the technician comes out and does all the maintenance on either your HVAC, on your AC or your furnace, depending on what time of year it is. You know, so they'll calibrate the thermostat. They'll make sure that all the valves are working properly and all that kind of business. And that is really important because you know what seems to happen, whether it be the first day that's 103 in the summer or the first day that it's 18 in the winter, every single air
It breaks.
conditioner furnace breaks.
Everything
Like
breaks. Yeah. Yeah.
everyone that didn't break last year is gonna break, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's really, really difficult to get people out there in a timely manner, not just for our people, but all the HVAC people are just backed up so far that when you're freezing cold, you can't find an HVAC person to get out to do the repair. So I love that one because I'm hoping that we can find problems before it gets to that point where they're going to break when they come under a lot of stress. It's
And
a
because if
really
they do find something at that point, right, then it's the same process as it normally would be. If they find something that they need to repair or replace, then they still do that, right? And that's a separate
and
service. Is that
call
a
in it.
separate service
Yeah,
charge? At that point, it is, right?
so you would call in a claim for whatever they found, and then you would have it fixed, just like if it broke. So the warranty covers things that break due to normal wear and tear. It won't cover things, you know, say, my dryer's really old. I don't really like it anymore. It kind of squeaks, but it works fine. They're going to say, so sorry, your dryer's still working.
That's like at inspections. So sorry, it's old, but it's not a repair.
But if it
Right.
actually does stop working or stop heating or the drum stops turning, whatever, those things, then they'll fix it or replace it for you.
Can you give me an idea of the range in cost for a policy. If I'm not buying it for you, then if just the homeowner is buying it, if you can get me an idea of how much that costs, and also how long do people have after they want to buy the policy? Does it actually go in place?
Go into effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two plans that are the most common plans. The one's called a Comprehensive Plus plan. That one does include air conditioning. You have really good coverage with that one. Does not include washer, dryer, fridge. It's $420 for the year with AC, $380 without AC. The next plan up, if you want to include your washer, dryer, and refrigerator, is $520 with AC, $500 without AC. You have up to 30 days after you close to add the coverage without any kind of penalty. So what would happen is if you decide 2 weeks after you close that you wanted to add one, you would call me, order it, get it paid for, and then we would backdate it to the day you closed. And it would start from that point going forward. If more than 30 days go by after you close, you can still get a home warranty. The only difference is you have to wait 30 days from the time payments received before it kicks in. So if 32 days go by since you closed and you just were really, really busy and didn't get your warranty ordered and decide you're going to do it, that's fine. You can. Only it's not going to start for 30 days from the day you call in to pay for it. So there's a little bit of a.
So 30 days of that wait period, if they've done this after 30 days after closing, then it would kick in, right?
Right.
So you ordered on July 1st, your closing was like 4 months ago. And then so by August 1st or whatever that case may be, then the policy kicks in as it normally would.
Yeah, so it's going to start August 1st in that scenario, and it's going to last for a year from August 1st. So last till July 31st of the next year.
Now, what about if someone lives in like a condo or a townhome? Do warranties work in that case as well?
They're exactly the same. The pricing's a little bit different, less expensive, but they're exactly the same. You can put a warranty on a single family residence, a condominium, townhouse, manufactured home, duplex, triplex, fourplex, new construction, a boathouse or houseboat. So pretty much, you can pretty much cover everything.
Any dwelling, all dwellings.
Yeah, all dwellings.
Do you guys do tiny homes? I've never even asked you that.
Well, yeah, we do cover like mother-in-law suites. I mean, mother-in-law units.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casitas, they like to call them. ADUs are interesting. If there's still a door, so you know how in Portland it's very common to take a townhouse, build out the bottom as an ADU. If you leave that door connecting the upstairs and the downstairs, we can still do it as a single family residence. The minute that door is sealed off and there's this only entrance is a separate entrance outdoors, then it becomes, we would do it as a casita added onto the property.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we do tiny homes. It would be the same price as a normal home though.
Yeah. Well, because it's still a home, just tiny. Just small.
It has all the working parts.
It does, just little, just micro. And do you cover anything outside at all? Like, hot tubs or anything like that?
You can add pool spa coverage. You can add exterior pipe leak coverage, because ordinarily the home warranty and the regular policies is going to cover from the foundation of the main garage and the main house and down and up. So anything outside of that foundation would not be covered. But we do have now, you can add exterior pipe leak coverage if you wanted to. We have outdoor kitchen coverage you can add, pool spa coverage you can add. There's some limited roof repair you can add now. So we added a bunch of stuff lately.
You did. And my favorite one is the rekey. And I always recommend, right, to the buyers that when you buy a new home, that you don't know what the keys that are out there with different contractors or neighbors or what have you. And everybody, I think, should change their locks. So again, for $75, Fidelity will send someone over and change all your locks for you. Rekey, right? So it's not a repair. It's nothing like that. But I think it's a really nice service, and good peace of mind as well.
Yeah, you should always rekey your house because, like Aubrey said, I mean, neighbors have keys. I have all kinds of people, kids, cousins who knows who has keys to your house.
Absolutely. It's just good safety.
Yeah.
Andrea, thank you so much. Your number and your name is on the video here if people have direct questions, but Andrea lives here in Portland Metro and she is my go-to gal. Can you just share with us before we sign off what your area of coverage is as far as your clientele?
Yes, I cover West Portland, so everything west of the Columbia River, or Willamette River, sorry. Salem, McMinnville, part of the Willamette Valley, and Central Oregon.
So if you have questions at all about the policies, or if you just need a local person to talk to, Andrea is your gal. The 800 number is there if you have any repair requests, but I love having someone locally here that you can talk to just in case.
Okay, so you guys, though, just so you know, since you're Aubrey's clients, you're going to be mine anyway, regardless of where your house is. So even if your house is in Vancouver or Northeast Portland, you would still want to call me if you have questions, because you belong to her and she belongs to me.
Yeah. And Andrea is the best. So thank you so much for joining us today, Andrea. It's always such a pleasure. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to this lovely lady with her phone number on the side here. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.
Aubrey.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.